Over now to Teshie, because it's still related to this poor state of our roads. About 1,000 residents there have poured out to the streets today, demonstrating over the bad nature of their roads. The residents are demanding that government fix the roads immediately. The demonstration is dubbed Maba Teshie, and that's, of course, my colleague James Aveji was there, and he's coming through with this report for you.
Now, the concern this morning is that they want to send a signal to central government to come fix their roads now. I spoke earlier with the assembly member for Teshie Nungwa Estate North, and he indicated that they have raised the matter several times at the assembly meeting level, but according to him, the MC doesn't seem concerned about their plight. The last time they spoke with him, he indicated that if they are not, if they are not really ready to wait for government to fix the road at its own time, they can go to court. Let's pick the thought of some of the residents. Okay, so I have one madam here. Madam, tell us about yourself. Who are you?
Assemblywoman, I've already spoken.
For which electoral area?
State North.
Okay, tell us why you are on the street this morning.
Because of our roads. We are here because of the state of our roads. The state of our roads is very, very bad. And we have spoken to our MC, Honorable Medical, several times when we go for General Assembly meetings. We tell him the state of our roads. He keeps on giving us excuses, which we do not understand. That is why we are embarking on this demonstration. And this demonstration is not about politics. It's not about NDC. It's not about MPP. This demonstration is about Teshie. That is why we are here.
How does the road affect your businesses?
It affects us seriously when buying and selling is not moving. When you pick a taxi, you are going for a short distance. Instead of the taxi driver should take like 10 cities, the taxi driver will take 50 cities. And the residents are very, very angry. They are not happy about it. Yes, when you come to Greda Estate, the Greda Estate is supposed to be an estate. But when you go there, excuse me to say, it looks like, it's not good at all. It's like a zongo, which is supposed to be a Greda Estate. But it's the state of the roads that is very bad. Okay. That is why I am the assembly member. And people keep on complaining.
You mentioned some estate. What is the contribution of the owners of this estate to the community as well?
The estates, we have our residents association. We have been meeting. And when we meet, we take our issues to the MCE, which I am the leader. When we go to MCE, he doesn't do anything about it. He keep on giving us promises. That when he goes to the road minister, they also give him promises. So he will also give us promises, which is very bad. So we are sending this message to Honorable Medical. He should do something about our roads. Our roads is not in good condition. The state of our road is very bad, most especially the Greda Estate there. That is why we are here.
So that's the assembly member for Teshie Nungwa Estate North, Honorable Dag, speaking to us about what they have been doing about the situation so far. But Madam, why are you on the street?
Oh, it's because of the road. The road is very bad. The road is very bad. I'm called Millie Gold from Tribal North, Star B branch, right? A communication officer, right? So the road is very bad.
A communication officer for which party?
For the NDC, and the roads are very bad, especially the Greda Estate and the first junction to Tribal Road is very bad. It's very bad. We have 3 miscarriages. Women are having miscarriages. You understand? So I want to plead the MCE, that's Honorable Madika, to fix our road for us, please. Thank you very much.
All right. So if you can see some of the inscriptions on the placards that they have been carrying, some reads, "Our roads, our future." Our road look like galamsey site. Our roads are not motorable. Cost of maintenance is killing us, which indicates that the residents themselves have been doing some form of maintenance on the road. And so those are death trap potholes, making our roads inaccessible. Teshie deserves a good share of the national cake. Those are some of the inscriptions on the placards they are carrying. About 1,000 of them. hundreds running into thousands of them are on the roads to establish their displeasure. What sort of the traditional leader here? Sir, thank you so much for your time. We are interested in what the traditional rulers have also been able to do about the situation before it's getting out of hand. Tell us about yourself first.
Yo, Chimwe, my wega. Ingbeji numu ahululomo. Noni woni wo here done. Ko na go cameraman e agbeshi. Ebo te bulemi. Mi try get work gbanu wo yen no eyin awo. Do ogbene Teshie. Ni won fe wo ha Ghana fe je wo pe. E ya ke police wo lo le ba tun no. Soja wo lo le ba tun no. Mo fe mo wo lo le keje sian. Le ba tun gbe no. Wo ga sa agbe awo. Ni mo fe mo ana ijore. Ye mami. Try do manya bla.
My name is Honorable Tahiru Alasan. I represent Teshie State South, the tri-area. Yes.
What exactly is the demand this morning?
Oh, we are demanding our share quota of the roads. Teshie roads are bad. For a long time, the MC come for 2020. He promised all the Teshie people that he's going to do a good road for us. He's going to do asphalt roads for Teshie. And still, we haven't seen anything. When you go to the Zongo, when you go to the Teshie Estate, all the roads are small. So the Teshie Estate people say they are not even going to pay the property rate the assembly is taking. So Teshie, Teshie, please, MC, we are begging you, please fix our roads for us.
You are in the assembly. What has the conversation been at the assembly level about the road?
We fought the MC about these roads. Always he promised us that he will do the roads. When we go to the assembly meeting, we even do that, do this road, do this and this. He will not do it. He will tell us that he has gone to the road minister. We should go to court. When we go to court, we should go and present our issues there. We go to the road minister several times. Several times, nothing is happening. One day he told us that the road minister, when you go there, nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. So, Teshie.
This part of the street is what they call the Coffee Street. It's actually from the first junction towards the MC's office. The residents tell me that this is the road that leads to the MC's office, riddled with potholes. A major part of the quota that was poured on the street has been eroded off by rain. As you can see in your shot, these are empty sacks of cement as well as some other bags, which is an indication that the residents had earlier tried to patch the roads by themselves. When I interacted with them, they told me that this is one of the various things you see on different parts of the street of the Teshie inner street, where the residents themselves try to do some kind of patch up where they fetch sand into sacks, both maize sacks, used cement sacks and others, and dump them in some bellies of potholes on the moving of vehicles. These are some of the remedies that residents try to do on the road, which actually turns into obstacles on the road.
Let's get more from James Savage, who's joining us via Zoom now. And James, I mean, I can tell that this is in fact feeding into our campaign, the reason for which we're talking about potholes, because it's part of the problem. But has there been any response, for instance, from government on this?
Blessed. So the MC for the area, Mordecai Teshie, was at the municipal premises to receive the petition the residents have sent to them. In that petition, they raised issues such as pregnant women losing their pregnancy while using the road. Issues also came up that the nature of the road has resulted in them spending so much in transport. For instance, one of the protesters mentioned that for short distances that they used to pay about 10 Ghana cedis, they now pay about 40, 50 Ghana cedis for the same distance. Some also said that the nature of the road has actually rendered has actually declined their productivity, because when you have to travel a distance of about 15 minutes, you end up traveling about 1 hour on the same stretch of road. And so those were some of the concerns they have raised. And they have given government some 2 months to fix the road, or they will initiate series of demonstrations to make sure that they get their share of the national cake. Now, receiving the petition was the MC, as I stated, on behalf of government. Now, he noted that government has already started constructions in some areas of the Teshie enclave. He alluded to the fact that the government is doing some 16.9 kilometers of inner roads around Teshie. And so he thinks that the demonstration actually came too early, because had the residents waited a longer time, the roads would have been improved.
Okay, so are the residents now assured of the problems being resolved by the MC, given what the MC is indicating?
Yes, although my interaction with them after the petition was received indicated that they are not actually enthused by the MC stating that the assembly or the government is not going to work with their 2-month ultimatum, because in that petition they said they give the assembly or government 2 months, but the MC maintains that government cannot function within that 2-month ultimatum that the residents are giving them. And so they were not too happy about that. But nevertheless, they returned home after the petition was received, hoping that the roads will be touched. We can listen to the MC Mordecai Akwashi make the point while receiving the petition on behalf of government.
An ultimatum normally is given to somebody who needs an ultimatum to perform. Clearly, the government of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo doesn't need your ultimatum to perform. I've told you that we've given us 4 major projects in our municipality, and these are roads. Before last week, a contractor was giving our roads. These roads are being done now. Clearly, the government doesn't need an ultimatum because they are already performing. How then do you give an ultimatum to somebody who is already performing? So we will perform, but I ask for the ultimatum. It's nice. They have the right to give an ultimatum, but we don't operate by ultimatum. We'll do our work at the appropriate time, and we will do all the routes and bring them to the right standard at the appropriate time. We've started the work. We started before the demonstration. So we will finish the work in appropriate time. This one will take about 2 weeks or 3 weeks to be done, the 4 roads that are happening.
Does the no ultimatum mean that you will finish before the 2 months?
No. Whatever time we will finish, we will not finish all the roads before 2 months, no. But we will not work to ultimatum, as simple as that. I will not work to the ultimatum.
The residents allege that at the Ajomang Junction, the equipment that were brought to actually start the work have been taken away. Do we know why they've been taken away?
It hasn't been taken away.
What's the issue?
Going on right as we speak. Work is going on as we speak. It's a big project. The guy won't be at one location all through the project, but the project is ongoing, and we will not relent. The contractor will not leave until these 4 roads are done. When these 4 roads are done, we will all know the 4 roads are done. For me, when I'm sick and I go to hospital for help, I'm not going to give the doctor an ultimatum when he should heal me. I will take the medicine, and at the right time, health will come.
What's the government's own schedule to complete these 4 roads?
In fact, the schedule is overdue because things had to be suspended as a result of the IMF negotiation. So it is only now that we are resuming. So all planned work has been held up because of what we've all gone through IMF. And the IMF thing was concluded about a week ago or 2 weeks ago, and government is on the ground, contractors on the ground doing the work.
There's an important issue I picked up from interviewing the constituent that I need you to address. They said that, especially one of the assembly members said the last time they spoke to you or the assembly about this, you said if this is not going too fast to their liking, they can go to court. Is that true?
That's not true. I haven't engaged any of them on this. It is totally untrue. Complete fabrication, a figment of somebody's imagination. I've never said that.
How many kilometers of road do you have to asphalt in your municipality?
The cost, I can't give you the cost now. But the roads immediately deemed for constructing are around 16.9 kilometers.
Do we know the total length of road that needs touching?
Oh, yes, the total, I can share it with you. It is more than that.
More than
but
that.
These are the key ones that we need in the town to be done.
4 roads put together gives you 16.
No. The 4 roads put together don't give it. There's a long list which I will share with you also. The 4 roads are only the first 4, which are the key roads that we need to do. That's why we're working on it. But there's a list after the 4 roads. There are about 12 roads. That are smaller roads, but 12 roads that we will do. But as I said, be that as it may, it's fine. All is well that ends well. This demonstration has ended peacefully. It has been a good demonstration. The important thing is that our roads are being worked on. Anybody who lives in Teshie, the roads are being worked on. That's the most important thing. And the roads are being done as part of the plan of the government of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo to bring development to Teshie. I'm done.